half a day. All right, so I'm feeling a little bit defeated right now because I just filmed 3 videos in a row and I just realized that the camera was not recording during any of them. I was actually recording in between the videos and I didn't realize it until now. So, man, I just went back and deleted, like, you know, the 3 nothings that I just recorded. And I will start again with the videos that I meant to record. I know that the lighting is not the best now. The sun is going down. I've got very bright light over here, and I've, you know, kind of got window light over here, and so everything is looking just very, very warm and, you know, not at its best. So, you know, these next videos that I'm going to do, I'm not going to go into as much detail as I went into before, just because, you know, I'm getting tired of it, and I just want to post them and get them out there to you. So this one is going to focus on beauty sources around the island. So yeah, I really just, I'm gonna try to breeze through this as quickly as I can. We've got malls, we've got Micronesia Mall, we've got AGANA Mall, we've got GPO, we've got DFS Galleria, which is in Tumon. Those are the places I'm gonna call malls. GPO, there's nothing. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Micronesia Mall has a few different places. There are 1, 2 places on the upper level, 1, 2 places, no, 2, 3, kind of 4 places on the lower level. I'll start on the lower level. Lower level is Macy's. And Macy's has, like, you know, the typical big lines like MAC, Lancome, Estee Lauder, Shiseido, Dior is there, and I can't think of anything else. Clarisonic, maybe SK2, I think I've seen there. I've seen, like, you know, some other things. Then inside the mall, on the lower level, kind of like, you know, down one of those hallways, like, you know, down from Macy's, is the beauty bar. And the beauty bar has the balm, it has Japanese brushes, it has Juice Beauty, it has a bunch of Burt's Bees stuff, it has Go Kendo. I haven't looked it up. So, but anyway, that's a line that, you know, it has supposedly some really good foundations and powders and whatnot, but I have not tried it. But anyway, go into Beauty Bar and definitely check them out. Then on the same level is JP Edge, which I highly recommend going into, and is kind of on the corner in that big central area where they, you know, do the Roomba. And JP Edge has some, you know, really interesting stuff in there that you don't really see in other places, like Weleda, and they have some Aubrey products. They have the, you know, nail polishes and the typical Japanese tourist stuff, but you can also get the EOS lip balms, you know, various things in there. So, you know, go in there. You'll be highly surprised. And then there's JP Superstore, which is kind of like, you know, down the hall from JP Edge. It's all kind of, there's like JP Edge, JP Superstore, and there's another JP down there also, which sells clothing. And JP Superstore is just a fun store to go into, and they have masks. They have Dr. Bronner's soap products, if you're interested in that. And just some, like, you know, neat kind of things. They also carry these silicone, like, you know, coffee lid toppers, which I like for wine because it keeps the flies out. Oh, and I also use it for this guy that I made. It's just a soup can, but I kind of decorated it. And I keep my serums in here, which I don't want to get oxidized due to light. I've got my, yeah. So there's that. Then on the upper level is Javani Beauty, which has some Peter Thomas Roth products. They are the only ones on the island, as far as I'm aware, that sell the Blue Beauty Blender. And the last time I was there, they were sold out, but they also carry Model in a Bottle setting spray, which I have not tried. And they carry, like, you know, some other, like, lotion-y kind of things in there as well. So check that out. Then down, kind of the opposite end, next to Payless, is a store called Natural. And they sell, again, the EOS lip balms. It's kind of caters more to the Japanese tourist. So, you know, the sales ladies, you know, they all speak Japanese. You know, lots of nail products, but, you know, there's some interesting kind of things in there as well. And it's one of the only places that I found that carries that Korean mask, which of course I do not have the the package of right now, but it's the Cell Derma, I believe. It's the Korean like face mask. It kind of comes in 2 parts, and it's lovely. It's wonderful. They do charge more money, but you know what? It's not nearly as much money as, you know, going out into town and having a facial. I think it's like $6 for like a mask, so I consider that like worth it for a splurge. And the mask itself is wonderful. I mean, I've used it, and I recommend that. So that's natural. I would go in there for the mask. So that's it for Micronesia Mall. Down the street, down Marine Corps Drive from Micronesia Mall on Marine Corps Drive is a store called I Heart Marine Drive Total Cosmetics. I Heart Marine Drive. The heart is red. It's on a yellow sign. The lettering is in black. And so if you're driving north on Marine Corps Drive and you're driving towards Micronesia Mall, it will be on the right side. It's kind of like in a tiny strip mall, and it's easy to pass, but when you see the bright yellow signage, which is set in, then you'll know that that's what it is. Go in there. You know, it's like one of those like places, Guam places, where you're like, I don't know what that looks like. I don't want to go in there, but go in there. It's more like a beauty supply place, but they sell to everybody. It's not, you don't have to have like, a license or anything like that to buy in there. And they carry NYX, Palladio, a lot of nail products like Orly, like a lot of gel, like, products and stuff like that. So that's definitely worth it. And then AGANA Shopping Center has its sister store, which is owned by the same people, which is called Xclusive Beauty, Xclusive, which carries pretty much the same not as extensive. They don't carry everything that the larger mother store carries, but they have NYX, they have Palladio. They just started carrying JCat, so check that out. Also in AGANA Center is all right, yeah, in AGANA Shopping Center, that's the only store, I think, inside of AGANA Shopping Center, aside from like, some Japanese tourist type shops, which you might just want to go check out to see what's there. You might be able to find some Aubrey products. I don't know. I don't know if I would trust the expiration dates on them, but anyway, there might be some shops in there that are worth checking out. But outside of AGANA Shopping Center is the SM store. And the SM store, if you haven't gone in there, I highly, highly recommend that you go in. It is a Philippines-based store. The stuff in there is really kind of unique and diverse, from clothing to shoes to electronics to makeup to household supplies to chocolate, lots and lots of chocolate. They get in some seasonal things. So as far as makeup goes, they have NYX, they have, Revlon, Almay, Aveeno, LA Color, maybe LA Splash, I don't really remember. I believe, though, that their NYX products they do get from I Heart Marine Corps Drive. I think, I'm fairly certain. I'm like 99% sure that that's it's I Heart Marine Corps Drive acts as the supplier for SM Store for those particular products. So SM Store just started carrying ELF like maybe 6 months ago or so. So now we're going to start talking about KMart. And KMart is also on Marine Corps Drive. Everybody knows where KMart is. KMart carries ELF. It has Milani. It has some of the larger drugstore products like, L'Oreal and Revlon, Maybelline. EcoTools brushes. There are usually always EcoTools brushes there. If you happen to see an EcoTools brush that is a popular one that they don't always have in stock and you happen to see it there, snap it up. Because if you don't, it will most likely be gone within a week's time. Oh, Wet n Wild, same with the Wet n Wild products or Milani. Anything that you see in general that you're like, oh, I want that, buy it. Don't wait, because it'll be gone. Wet n Wild, if you see like, some of the Color Icon singles or some of the trios or the palettes like the Comfort Zone, stuff like that, don't wait to purchase that. Like, buy it like now. I'm not saying that they have those things now, but you know, when you see it, buy it. Kmart also carries a product which I happen to love called Sally Hansen Airbrush Legs. They have the lotion and the spray, and that is in the Sally Hansen nail section, kind of like, you know, down the bottom. That's an awesome product. It's like makeup for your legs, and it washes off with soap and water in the shower. But it withstands everything. It withstands sweat, you know, water. You have to wash it off with soap and water, and then it comes right off. It's a brilliant product. Highly recommend it. And then Kmart, of course, sells like, you know, Olay and regular skin care products also. All right, so we talked about Micronesia Mall, AGANA Mall. We talked about iHeart Marine Corps Drive, Kmart. Let's see. Did I talk about DFS Galleria? No. All right, so now we're heading into Tuman, and in Tuman is DFS Galleria, which I think is duty-free. I mean, DFS is duty-free shopping, so yeah, I guess it is. But anyway, so that they carry more upscale, high-end brands that you can't get anywhere else in the island, like Bobbi Brown, Benefit, Anna Sui, MAC, which is also at Micronesia Mall at Macy's, by the way, and Guerlain, Yves Saint Laurent, I believe Helena Rubinstein. They carry like a bunch of her mascaras. Helena Rubinstein. I don't know why I'm getting this wrong. SK2 is in there. Oh dear. They have a perfume section. So if there are any perfumes that you can't find, yeah. And you know what? And I did kind of like, you know, gloss over GPO, and I said, oh, there's nothing there. I lied. That's not true. GPO is Ross, and Ross has makeup. And you know, if you can get there early in the morning, like when they open, I think it's like 8 a.m. or 8:30, or like, you know, late at night before they close, especially on a Friday night, you might be able to find some stuff that hasn't been picked over. Or if you happen to know what their delivery schedule is, you know, you can go in and you can, like, you know, maybe find some really good, they have like, you know, beauty blender dupes that they get in. They get in e.l.f. products. They get in a lot of Physicians Formula products. So yeah, definitely check out Ross for makeup and for lotions and stuff like that. Then, let's see, Tuman, iHeart Marine Corps Drive, Kmart, Shop for Less. Oh, Shop for Less and REXALL Drugs. So REXALL Drugs, if you were going north on Marine Corps Drive, will be on the right-hand side before you would make that left to go to GPO at the Bank of Hawaii building, which was formerly the ITC building, but they have since removed the ITC, so now it's just Bank of Guam. So on the right-hand side, before you get to the Bank of Guam building, before you would make that left to GPO, you will see REXALL Drugs. And REXALL Drugs carries Revlon. They carry a bunch of the Revlon brushes, possibly all of them. They carry, like, you know, some skincare things that I haven't seen anywhere else, like for those of you who use Porcelana, the skin lightening products, you know, they have that there. Esoterica, I think I saw there. Boy, those things are like, you know, I remember those from, like, you know, they're tried and true old products. And they also carry EcoTools brushes. They carry a wide selection of eyelashes, I think Ardell eyelashes. And they carry these beautiful makeup mirrors, which I've kind of got my eyes on right now. They're not inexpensive, but they're lovely. They're made in the USA. They're like, I think 5-time, thingamabob. But they're really well made, and I really want to get a couple of them because they are very, very nice. I don't remember the brand though. And the EcoTools brushes, they carry a lot more than Kmart carries, but they charge more money than Kmart charges also. I did kind of, I don't know, maybe foolishly spend the money on this EcoTools retractable brush. You know, it's the domed bronzer, but it's the travel, you know, version. And I think I spent probably like $14 on it, which I should not have spent $14 on it, but I did. And I'm not unhappy that I did, because, you know, you can't find this anywhere else on the island. And I do think it is a beautiful brush. It's beautiful for applying foundation. and it's not easy to find, you know, travel brushes. So I recommend that. And shop for less. And shop for less, it's kind of hard to explain. It's where it is. It's on Route 8. It's off of AGANA. It's kind of that road that goes up behind the airport, and it'll be on the right-hand side. Again, another, you know, place that's easy to miss. So if you're driving at night, you probably wouldn't see it. I would, like, you know, recommend, you know, going to find it during the day. And they have a lot of really interesting things in there. It's kind of like almost like a dollar store, but, you know, they charge a lot more than $1 for everything. But there's a wide variety of, like, you know, kind of like, you know, stuff in there. And they do have some makeup items. Kind of they seem cheap to me, like, you know, eyeshadows and stuff up by the register. But I don't know, maybe it is worth checking out. And they do have some skincare products in there as well. Although I haven't really, like, you know, checked the prices on them, so I don't know if it's really worth it. All right, so I think that is everything. Oh, no. And then, of course, we have Navy and Air Force. So those are the last two places I wanted to talk about. Air Force up at Anderson, which is north, and Navy down at Naval Base Guam, which is south. And they both pretty much carry similar things, but some slight differences. So the NEX carries high-end Clinique, Lancome, Estee Lauder, Smashbox, Origins, Bliss, Clarisonic, Philosophy, Carol's Daughter, Victoria's Secret at times, Bare Minerals. That's everything high-end that I can think of. And then, of course, you know, you go down the ramp and there's all the drugstore items like Milani and Revlon and CoverGirl and L'Oreal, Wet n Wild, Rimmel, NYC, Physicians Formula, Neutrogena, and there are skincare products, you know, down there as well. And then, like, you know, hair care products, low-end and high-end. And then Anderson pretty much has the same things, but sometimes they have some stuff that's different. Like they have Jack Black, the Jack Black line, which the NEX does not have. The BX up at Anderson was the first place to get that nail polish now. That's Butter London. The Butter London nail polishes. I know when I first saw that display at the BX, oh my goodness, I was so excited. And I wanted to post a video so badly, but it was before I started posting videos. And it would have been the very first one I had done. I was so excited to see it. But now the NEX actually carries Butter London also. But sometimes, like, you know, the BX up at Anderson gets like some Too Faced products. So it's really kind of hit or miss. And you just kind of go in and kind of see. They don't have a Too Faced display. There's this weird center bin, I don't know, and it's just like various products and, like, you know, a lot of, like, you know, these perfume roller balls, and that's where the Too Faced stuff would be there. But it's not. And you would think, you know, if they get Too Faced that they would carry, like, you know, the really good Too Faced items that they're really well known for, like the shadows and the primers and stuff like that, and the mascara, but they don't. It's kind of just, I don't know, odd. So, but definitely check that out. And then, of course, there's online shopping. Macys.com ships here in about a week, usually for free. Smashbox.com ships here in a week, usually for free. I've availed myself of it, of all these places. I use a lot of Paula's Choice products off of polishchoice.com, and she also ships here a lot of time for free, and I get everything within about a week, sometimes less, through her also. Sephora and Ulta, unfortunately, do not ship here. Target, I hear hit or miss things about. They do ship here, but not necessarily for everything. And I have not ordered anything from Target, so I don't know. And let's see. Yeah, offhand, that's really all I can think of. So, you know, if there's something at Sephora, Ulta, or something that, you know, doesn't ship here, then you're going to have to either have a friend help you or buy it, like, you know, and ship it here, or avail yourself of one of those shipping companies where you, you know, give the company that you're buying from their address, and then the shipping company sends it to you. And there is a place, a company, I can't remember the name of it, but you can kind of, like, you know, search online, you can find those places. So that's everything that I'm aware of. If I have overlooked anything, If I don't know about something, then please, like, you know, put it in the comments down below. This is, like, you know, really useful information. Also, I'm going to be putting links to a couple of documents that I created a while back. I have not updated them in a while. I created one of them a year ago, and I updated it about in November, so over 6 months ago, with the intention of you know, getting this information out to everybody. And it was basically, I price matched everything. I kind of, like, you know, went a little crazy, and I went through all, like, Paula's Choice best products, and I went everywhere, like, you know, to KMart and to the Next and to the BX and you know, the Macy's, and you know, tried to find the places that had all of these products but at the lowest price, so that I could, like, you know, get all this information out to you. So I am going to post it now. It's not current. It's not as current as it could be, unfortunately. However, you know, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I didn't get it out there in the first place because I didn't feel like it was complete or finished, but I'm just going to do it now and get it out there, and at least, like, you know, it'll be you know, it's something for you guys to use. And then the other file that I'm going to link is I had created a file for myself of Beautypedia's best products, which is how I referenced the other file that I'm going to upload as well. So you'll have access to both of those. And that's it. And now I'm going to go and create the 2 more videos that I didn't actually record. So have a good day. Thank you for watching. Adios.